Hello kids. Now let us move ahead in our story. How did the camel get his hump? Okay, now three of these animals, the horse, the ox and the dog, when they were discussing in their panchayat what to do about this matter, when they have got the extra work to do, workload to do on when the camel did nothing, okay, and when they were discussing, there came a jinn. The jinn, because he supervised the desert at that time. So the jinn, he came over there and he asked three of them what they were discussing, and three of them just they complained about the camel. So the jinn decided to help them. Okay, the jinn rolled himself up in his dust cloak and took a walk across the desert and found the camel looking at his own reflection in a pool of water. So from there he went to look for the camel, and where did he find him? He found him near the pool of water where he was looking at his own reflection in the water. "My friend," said the jinn, "what's this I hear of your doing no work?" So he inquired, "So my friend, I heard about your complaint about you that you are not working at all. What is this?" The jinn sat down with his chin in his hand while the camel looked at his own reflection in the pool of water. So camel didn't bother why jinn has came over there and what he was asking. Camel was busy looking at his own reflection in the water, and jinn was like this. His what is that? He sat down with his chin in his hand. His chin in his hand like this. Okay, and "You have given the three extra work ever since Monday morning, all on account of your idleness," said the jinn. And he went on thinking with his chin in his hand. So here jinn says further that because of your idleness, those three animals, they have got to do extra work from the man. So you have to do something about it. So how the camel replied? "As usual, hump," said the animal. "I shouldn't say that again if I were you," said the jinn. "You might say it once too often. I want you to work." Okay, so here jinn says, if I were you, if I were a camel like you, I won't say that word once again, that hump word once again. But since you are saying it again and again, I order you to work. For what purpose you have come on this earth? You have taken birth on this earth to work. So you have to work. You have to do the share of work what God has given on your part. Okay, so you have to do it. And the camel said again, "Hump." But no sooner had he said it than he saw his back, okay, that he was so proud of, puffing up into a great big hump. So when finally the camel again said hump and he looked into the water, he was looking at his own reflection, he saw his beautiful back. Okay, he was so proud of his back. So that back, it went on puffing up like this, and it went into a great big hump on his back. "Do you see that?" said the jinn. "That's your very own hump, okay, that you have brought upon you, your very own self, by not working. Today is Thursday and you have done no work since Monday. When when the work began, now you are going to work." Here jinn said, "Now you can see that is a big hump you have got because of your laziness, because of your idleness. You have got that hump on your back. Now since Monday, today is Thursday, so since Monday 3 days you have not worked at all. So you have to work now, because this hump is your punishment." Okay. "How can I?" said the camel. Finally the animal spoke something. So, "How can I?" said the camel, "with this hump on my back? How can I work with this hump on my back? I can't." "That has a purpose," said the jinn. "All because you missed those 3 days. You will be able to work now for 3 days without eating, because you can live on your hump. And don't you ever say I never did anything for you. Come out of the desert and go to the tree and behave." So Here Jin says, explains him further why he has given him the hump. Okay, that hump has a purpose, because he had not worked since 3 days. Okay, so he have to continually work for 3 more days, or further 3 days. Okay, and he can work continuously without eating, because he would be able to live on his hump. So the hump over there on camel's back, it's kind of a storage of food and water. So camel can store his food and water in the hump, and he can work continuously without eating and drinking for 3 days. So this was the purpose of hump. And so further the Jinn ordered him to go and join the 3 and behave properly with them, as they are behaving with each other and they are doing the duties which have been assigned to them. And the camel went away to join the 3, and from that day to this, the camel always wears a hump. We call it hump now, not to hurt his feeling, but he has never yet caught up with the 3 days that he missed at the beginning of the world, and he has never yet learned how to behave. And afterwards, immediately camel went to those 3 animals and he started working. Okay, from that day till today's, camel has the hump on his, he has hump on his back. So we call it hump, H-U-M-P, hump, not H-U-M-P-H, hump. Hump means the word which he used to utter, and hump, H-U-M-P, hump, which he has got on his back. So we always call it hump, not hump, because we don't want to hurt camel's feelings. Okay, but since then camel has started working his duty, has started doing his duty. Okay, but he has never yet learned how to behave. He don't know how to behave properly with others. So this is a story about the camel, how he got his hump, because of his laziness. Okay, so this is the moral of the story, that what work has been assigned to you, you are supposed to do it. Okay, so you should not say, or you should not be lazy every time, otherwise you will get a punishment in this way or that way. So you will get a punishment. But if you do your duty loyally, genuinely, okay, and sincerely, then you will get a good fruit of it out afterwards. Maybe late, but you will get a good fruit for your loyalty, okay, and your sincerity. So please do your work on time. Currently your duty is to study hard, study the lessons, hard work towards your studies. Okay, learn the question answers, deal with the difficult words. This is the duty which you have got. When what we people, means we the teachers and your parents, they are expecting from you. Okay, this is the only duty. You don't have to do any other work, because your parents are not asking you to do so. Your parents are expecting you to work hard or study hard. So do it. This is your duty right now. Okay, then you will automatically get the good result. Okay, when you get the good result at the end of the year. Okay, so you are very happy, and that time you feel, I worked hard, I studied hard at that time, so this is the result of my sincerity and my hard work. So yes, this is your result every time you get it. Okay, so have that in order to have that good result, you have to study hard. This is the work you have got. So we have to learn something from the story to work hard. Whatever work we have got, we have to do it sincerely. Then only we'll get the nice result, good result of our hard work, hard efforts. God is there always behind us, and he looks keenly, he watches keenly everything what we do. Okay, he has given us these duties, and he looks and watches keenly to whether we are doing it properly or not. Okay, and when he gets the satisfaction, yes, this boy or this girl is doing his or her duty properly, then he gives a good result, the best result to you. Okay, so please learn something and implement it in your life. So watch both the videos, first and second one of this lesson, of this story, and try to understand it in a better way. Please leave your comment in the comment box, and read the story in the textbook also. Thank you.